everyone. Today we are in conversation with Vandita Sharma, who is the winner for the Curvalicious category at Mrs. Capital of India 2018. So I welcome you, Vandita, at the Fashion Meraki Connect. You're looking lovely, by the way, and I would want to know, more about you.
Thank you so much, Divya ma'am, for having me. And my lovely audience, I'm Vandita Sharma. So I just want to introduce myself as this small town girl who belongs to Jodhpur, Rajasthan. And like many others, I dreamt big. The only difference was that I made it happen, despite all the curveballs life throwing at me all the time. So my father was in the Air Force, and I got to travel all over India with him. And that made me multilingual and multifaceted. And of course, my final years of schooling were in Delhi. And then I proceeded to start working as a flight attendant for a domestic airline and then an international. And that was at 21. And well, the rest is history. So that's me.
Great. So that actually shows that you're actually a multifaceted person. And so, Vandita, I know that you're a mother, you're a caregiver, and you're also, as you say, a full-time worker. So, how you stepped into the field of modeling?
Actually, being a flight attendant and you know how flight attendants are associated with the glamour world, which is not really true. It's very hardworking, and you really have to be well groomed, of course, but it's not just about glamour. But the beauty industry is something that I have always been extremely passionate about, and I just never got a chance, to focus my attention towards that area until 2018. And then, of course, it was this lovely ad that I saw about your Fashion Meraki coming up with this pageant. And it was not the best time when I thought I was in shape because I was plus size. And I thought, okay, let me try for this pageant, which is giving an opportunity to not only thin girls, but also the plus size. And I just took the plunge and I got this opportunity from Fashion Meraki. But somehow when I saw your ad, I don't know, that was my first connection with Fashion Meraki. When I saw that, something about the name said, this is the place to go to. I mean, there are so many pageants, of course, everybody knows. It was just that connect. For that time, it was the name and with the vigor and the formal stuff and everything that you wrote about your design house. I was just so mesmerized by the whole thing. And I said, yes, I have to go for this. And I took the plunge.
Well, that's amazing. So, my next question is definitely about you being the curvy model. So, do you really think that curves would stop a person from dreaming, Vandita?
I hope not, because if that's the case, then I've been doing something wrong, extremely long these years. But on a serious note, I think your appearance should never stop you from dreaming. I can't stress this enough. I think every size, shape, color, everything is beautiful. And you should always dream big. And that is why I wanted to take this dream of mine to be in a pageant where I thought I could show my confidence and not only about beauty. So, and that chance came from you guys. I mean, Fashion Meraki as a whole, I mean, I think this fashion house has done so great in the field of beauty pageant because it was just not about beauty from outside, it was about beauty within. And yes, so shapes and sizes don't matter.
Even I believe the same. Even I am a curvy person, and I always wanted that there should be a platform wherein even curvy people can go ahead and explore themselves. Why do we have to make those barriers of being curvy or not curvy? So of course,
That's
everybody
true.
has desires and everybody has that urge to go ahead and excel. So this is what I wanted, and that's when we came up with this Curvalicious category. And believe me that I think all the females who are into the Curvalicious category, I believe they make an extra effort to go ahead and explore their boundaries, because of course they do not get that kind of a chance. So yes, I think a female is, complete when she's accepted the way she is. So
That's true. And I just want to vouch for that. Curvy or non curvy, you are beautiful from inside. And I want to vouch for Divya ma'am that you are so beautiful. Just yesterday, that I was telling you that you have such a beautiful voice that just kind of, like a nightingale. It just made me feel so, there's so much comfort in your voice. I just want to say that about you. So
thank
that makes a person more beautiful.
thank you so much. And the compliment is actually yours, that you have an amazing voice. I am always mesmerized when I hear you, and I always say that. And I think during the pageant, every trainer, everybody was complimenting you on your voice. So you really
Yeah,
have
I do have. I yeah, and also for the talent round, remember I did the voiceover. So my voice was my talent.
that.
So I didn't do any dancing and singing, but my voice was my talent, and I did that clip it about women. When I spoke about that, and I think the judges did fall in love with my voice, and yeah, actually, it
And
does get
it
me
was just
places.
not the
Thank
only
you.
thing, Vandita. It was throughout the pageant. I got so many people, so many trainers come up to me and say, "Oh, this female's voice is just amazing." So, I mean, you should really explore more on, maybe as you've already started your own cosmetology group. So, it's a very good initiative, and I would really say do more live shows and do more of anchoring. You're best suited for that, Vandita.
And I love to talk, so
I,
I think I sometimes can just go on for hours. I hope I don't get you into that. But thank you.
so let's get back to the conversation. So tell us something about your grooming journey in Fashion Meraki.
So grooming, I think, is the secret of real elegance. The best clothes, the most wonderful jewels, the most glamorous beauty, they don't count without good grooming. And I think Fashion Meraki really did a great job at getting the contestant and all those beautiful women, where looking lovely, whether it was in the field of makeup, styling, choreography, social media, nutrition, exercise, meditation. I mean, we became all rounders. So, grooming is excellent, and it needs to be done, especially when it's a pageant. So, like we talk about beauty, it's beauty inside out. So, for that, you need some poise, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself. All these things count, because you're going to become a public figure. And then for you to be able to come in pictures or on TV, or stand in front of so many people, you have to have this certain kind of grooming. And I think that was a great experience for us.
That's amazing. And yes, indeed, we at Fashion Meraki really focus on training, on the grooming part. We definitely, design the entire package as a comprehensive, package wherein a person should come out once groomed to be a better person in the society once, they're out of the pageant. So, you emerged as a winner after the pageant. Now, tell us something about, how you felt. How did the society take you as a winner? And, something about your winning streak.
So my thoughts about this is that it's not whether you lose or you win, it's how you play the game. And I think that I really played it well. The key is not the will to win. Everybody has that, you see. Everybody wants to win, but it is the will to prepare to win that is important. And that is the will that I had before I even came for the pageant. I mean, I I mean, I did prepare very well because I went and found my friend who was a stylist and a pageant coach. I went to her. I asked her how to walk. She is a model. I mean, I asked her how to model. I am already a professional makeup artist, so I tried out different tutorials which I could polish my look and the clothes, the styling. What are the clothes? Although we were told that, you know, you have to wear a black t-shirt that day. Everybody wore a black t-shirt. There was a red t-shirt day. There was, I mean, these things were there. But even in that crowd, to be able to stand out with that black t-shirt, I remember we had our styling grooming class that day. And we were told that, you know, we will show you the different body figures and how you should dress up according to your body shape. And of course, I mean, some other girls were called and they had these hot hourglass figures and everything. And then the groomer called out for me and he said, oh, okay, so you have an apple shape. And I was like, oh my God, should I go for it? And well, I went to the front and he was like, oh my God, she is the most stylist in the class. And I was like, what? I'm just wearing my black t-shirt and jeans. It was just the t-shirt that I wore. He was like, you know, she knows that she can show her shoulders. So it is cut from here. She knows that it should not be sticking to your stomach. So the t-shirt is falling loose on the stomach. Her legs are thin. So she has the jeans on, which are tight on her legs. So it is flaunting your figure as you have it. You see, it is not about, and all these things you learn, you have to prepare. So I prepared my every day that I was going to be there, even if it was just a t-shirt and jeans. So it was about that. And when you win, of course, it's different. But the planning was more of a winning for me. And I loved that part about it. And I was well planned. Of course, when I won, I started to jump, you know, backstage, wearing that lovely green gown. And in my heels, I started to jump. And when I walked out for the crowning, the most excited I was like, oh, there's that good looking man going to crown me. Do you remember that?
I do remember. I
The
remember the dance you did on the, on the ramp.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, I broke out into a dance because there was such good music. And I was like, oh my God, let's do something different. Everybody walks the ramp. And here I am, you know, the Curvalicious model. I better dance for everybody. And the crowd was applauding. So that was such a good feeling to just break out into a dance and, you know, feeling all blushy about this good looking man crowning me. And so, yeah, that actually, those were my thoughts at that time. But it was beautiful. I was on top of the world.
You made that, evening more with your, with the aura that you actually had around, the positive attitude, the dance, just, it was all coming from within. So there was again nothing superficial. It was just as, you were feeling, and, everybody was applauding and enjoying whatever you were doing. And that was all spontaneous, nothing planned before. So what else? And that actually showed your true feelings, Vandita. And it was
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was. I believed in being myself, Divya. I think I was myself, and I think that is also very important. You have to be honest and be yourself. You cannot fake. How much will you fake? There are 4 days of the pageant. You can be fake for a while, you know, when somebody is looking at you, but how long will you be fake? So I just was myself. I had fun. I enjoyed being with the lovely ladies who were there. I was friendly with them. There were some who were not feeling well. And, you know, I loved taking care of them. We had, I mean, for me, it was just a whole precious, every moment was precious. It was not just the finale. So yeah, that's what I treasured and I enjoyed it.
how did your son react to it later on?
Oh yeah, he was my so I am a single mom and my son is 12. His name is Vivan, and he was my only audience actually that day. And he was so excited. He took pictures, he made videos, and of course, our lady, the MC, she asked him, you know, so who do you think is going to win? And he was like, oh, it's going to be contestant number, 35. That's my mom. And she was like, wow, so you are confident. And he was so excited. That was lovely. That's a beautiful feeling.
Sweet. I think it was all his, I mean, again, is all his love and, for you that made you more stronger and, give your best there. So, yes. So then, Vandita, you started your journey as you just told us that, you started again with a journey for your makeup. You became a makeup artist. So how did Fashion Meraki help you, in that zone? Did they help you somewhere?
So, like I said, I've always been extremely passionate about beauty and anything related to it. So, just before I came for the pageant, I did a professional makeup artist course and I started freelancing from home. And, that was something that had just started. And then I won the pageant. But my main passion was makeup. And that is what I wanted to pursue further. So, I think, it gave me this one little chance that I needed for a recognition to be known. And that spark came from Fashion Meraki. Because the minute you were aware that I'm doing makeup, but for you to actually bring it up and come up to me and say, Vandita, this is not it. You're not just going to freelance from home. You can take it to another level. So why don't you come to us? Why don't you just take a short grooming session, for the next pageant? And I loved it. I was like, okay, this is giving me confidence and I have to pursue it and work towards it. It gave me a new direction. And that came from you. And Fashion Meraki just took me to another level. I had my logos there. I was able to come for that little half an hour, 1 hour session, which I gave to all the contestants for the next Mrs. Capital, of course. And that was so exciting. And so, yeah, my talent as a groomer at Mrs. Capital 2019 outshone my work. And thank you so much.
Yeah, you're definitely welcome there because Vandita, firstly, of course, Fashion Meraki is just, as I always say, that Fashion Meraki is just not about modeling. It's about other areas also where a person, so we definitely see that where a person excels and where we can go ahead and, give them a platform. So, so I mean, that was one of the best, things I could give you because I still remember that you did my makeup once, when I requested, I want to see, how you do your makeup. So I really wanted to first, get a first hand on that. And when you did my makeup, I then gave you a chance to be a mentor for a lot of people. So tell me, Vandita, how is it mentoring so many people? How is the feeling? What all did you do? And, what happened?
So here I want to quote my mentor in Buddhism. So I follow the philosophy of Buddhism, which keeps me going through my life. And my mentor is Daisaku Ikeda. And he says, I want to quote, the relationship between a mentor and a disciple is linked to that between like a needle and a thread. The mentor is the needle and the disciple is the thread. So the needle will lead the way through the cloth, but in the end, it is the thread that remains and holds everything together. So this beautiful quote just, made me have a mentor and made me learn that how to be a mentor to others. It was such a new yet exhilarating experience for me when I came and as a mentor and teaching them. I was like, oh, I'm back in the class again where I was sitting and learning. And now today these lovely ladies are looking up to me for makeup and how to do all that. It was so, I mean, I loved it. So mentoring so many people, helping them work towards their passion, that gave me a lot of fun and of course a learning experience because I was in first time I was in front of so many ladies and showing them makeup. It was like reliving my entire journey through them. I loved that experience. It was one of my best experiences. I cherish it a lot. And thank you, Fashion Meraki, for giving me that chance. Because today, that when I sit in front of the camera and I can take these live videos, do live tutorials, which I can do, is because of that standing in front of 100 girls, and being able to teach them. And yes, I loved it. It was beautiful. There was this little girl who I said, okay, so you don't want makeup to be done? You have to now get makeup done from me. She said, I don't want any makeup. So I picked her as my model and I did. She looked so beautiful after my
Yeah.
makeup. Yeah, that was a great
Even
time.
I looked really beautiful, Vandita, when you did makeup for me. And
Ah, sweet.
thank you so much for that day. But I mean, and you make people, you make so many people beautiful. That's, I think, one of the best things a person can do, when you can make the other person happy. So
That's right.
I mean, and you did a fabulous job, let me tell you. And today also,
Thank you
your
so
eye
much.
makeup is really, really nice.
Thank you. Well, I had to wear my blue dress to look like a princess. And so I kind of love loud colors. I love bright colors. So I just, for the camera, I love to pick up these bright colors and go for it.
Now with your matching nails, huh? I
Oh,
think
yeah,
all the
actually.
time
So
you.
it started with the nails. Then I had to wear the dress matching with the nails, and then the eyes went with the dress. So it colors bring so much of brightness to your life, and it keeps me happy. Even if I have something challenges in my life, just colors bring the happiness in my life, and that so does for others, I think.
But let me tell you that throughout the lockdown, I've been admiring your nails. I think not even 1 month had gone, and I could see a new nail art for Vandita.
Yeah,
So
I would be lying if I said that yes, during lockdown I went to the nail spa. No, I didn't. But I've been blessed with good nails. So yeah, my nails at that time were well groomed because of the nail polishes. But then yeah, then I do go to the nail spa to get them done, and as soon as it opened, I attacked them. Now you do it for me.
this is what you are always groomed and ready to just go party. So great, Vandita. So Vandita,
Thank you.
one thing one thing more would be that as we were talking about grooming and everything, I want to know there are a lot of people who stop because of age. Do you really think age has something to do with fulfilling the aspirations?
No, never actually. Age is just a number. I mean, actually, it's totally irrelevant unless, of course, you happen to be a bottle of wine. So that is the only time your age is relevant, which we are not. You're never too old to dream and to fulfill your aspirations. I don't know why people bring up, oh, now I'm too old for this. There is no age to start something new. I mean, after flying for so many years, now I thought that why not pick up beauty? Why not start doing makeup? There are so many new things that you can do till the time there is even a single breath left in your body. I think you can still dream. You should not stop working towards your aim. That is what I believe in. And age is just a number, unless you're a bottle of wine.
Definitely, even I agree to that. Even I started very late in my career. So even I say the same, that age is just a number, and there is no particular age where you can stop your desires to go ahead and get into reality. So please, viewers, everybody who is listening, don't say that I have reached so and so stay such and such age, and now I would not be able to go ahead and fulfill my desires. Please go ahead. It's just one life. You need to live it to the fullest. Okay?
Yes, this is the time when I've started reversing my age. So I don't tell my age anymore. And we've started going back in number now. So
That,
that is what is happening.
that should be the case, actually. This is how you should live your life. So,
True.
so that's the best you could have done. So, Vanita, last question for me is, uh, for any makeup or any makeup tip for the young aspirants, because as you're a makeup artist.
Yeah, actually, for me, when I talk about makeup, or even if I take any online classes, or if I give tutorials, for me, firstly, beauty begins inside. And it has to be skin deep. you know you have to take care of your skin. You have to use the right products. You have to eat healthy, you have to exercise. I mean, these things people say, but you can take out 10 minutes for exercising. You can just sit and do deep breathing. Why not? We don't have to go to the gym for an hour. Do deep breathing, do 10 minutes of meditation. All this does affect our skin. So I think beauty is skin deep, and makeup is something that just gives you a new mask to look more beautiful from inside. But take care of your skin first, and all kind of makeup will look lovely on
Awesome. So, any one word for Fashion Meraki, one word or one line maybe?
you. Well, they say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And Fashion Meraki gave me that winning step. So that is my one line for Fashion Meraki, giving me the step in my journey. So important, whether it is whatever age, you can do anything. And thank you, Fashion Meraki. Thank you, Divya ma'am. And Karan sir, we haven't talked about the men very much, but Karan sir has been so helpful, he's such a warm, and he's a quiet person, but he's so warm, and just the few lines that he would say, and he has been there. And like all contestants have, of course, agreed and said that about your pageant. And I just want to say, this is the safest place to be. As a woman of today, a woman, we know, firstly, she wants to be safe. This industry, fashion industry, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about it, but this is the most safest and the most close knit as a family. And now that you have become family to me, that I mean, I have no words for that anymore. So thank you so much. And I tell all the participants, I have always promoted your pageant, even though I have heard of bigger pageants, but I would rather be stuck to you. I would rather be always be there for you, and you have been there for me as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Vandita. Even I'm speechless right now, but this is, of course, safety is one thing that we are very, very, I mean, sure about, because we understand that, you coming from secured backgrounds, and we would want to give you a secure atmosphere. So, thank you so much for pointing that out and, just being there for us.
So I that's lovely that you've been asking me questions. I guess I get one chance as well, if you may allow me.
Definitely, go ahead, go ahead. Okay, I'm all yours.
Okay, I know you're all mine. So I am so in love with you. And I just wanted to know, what is your definition of success? How do you define success?
Uh, success to me is just being happy and contented, actually. So once a person is happy and contented, you actually, reach that path called success. And it's basically, just getting a positive impact on other people's lives, wherein you can turn their aspirations into reality and make them happy. So I think this is my definition of success.
That is a beautiful thought, because making other people happy is not what everybody is thinking about. Everybody is thinking about how I can grow my business, how I can grow my kids, how I can get another house or a car for myself. And getting happiness and giving happiness to others is something that I also want to follow in life, teach my son already. But that is a beautiful explanation, Devya ma'am, that you are trying to give that kind of aspiration and fulfilling other people's aspirations and giving them that happiness.
Yeah.
And actually, you have succeeded. So yes, I agree that giving this, you have made Fashion Meraki a big name. So I totally agree. Yes, it's a big success. Thank you. And my next question is, what is the biggest challenge to young people today? Because you come across so many young girls and boys, and what are the challenges that the young people are facing today?
Vandita, this is a very good question actually. That because young people are facing a lot of challenges, and it's not just young people. It's, I think, everybody. these days have a lot of challenges, and the main challenge is competition. So what I see is that every in every field there's a lot of competition, and what happens is this competition turns into stress. So I believe that young people are really stressed about like their careers, their financial securities, their peer pressures, lot of things. So this stress has to be handled. So as an adult, I would say that we need to give them proper guidance and counseling so that they can choose what they want to do. So this is what I feel that they should go ahead and I mean, they should explore their own worlds. We should not be.
I am so impressed. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm so impressed. You said something which has been on the tip of my lips, my mouth. I have been talking about this so much because, especially now after the lockdown, of course, the kids are sitting at home and they're dealing with too much of anxiety and depression and things. And I have talked about these things before, but now it's the kids dealing with it. I mean, you have beautifully put it that this is the thing to deal with.
Yes.
Really. I mean, I'm doing what I can right now for the little young adults around me. And I want to tell people that, they are going to be our future, which is what also I learned from my mentor, Daisa Kukeda, that yeah, they are our future. And if they are going to be stressed already, they are the ones who are not going to be able to deal with life. Where are we taking our society to?
Exactly.
So please counsel them, be give them love, don't put so much extra pressure on them, and they will excel.
Of
And I
course.
have seen that happening just very close to me. And I'm open to counseling and mentoring such kids, and you are my mentor. And to say that, that shows that I have the right mentor. So thank you so
Even,
much.
I was not aware that you were doing the same thing for young children. I really did not know that. And if we have the same thought, I think it's amazing because yes, indeed, it's a big challenge because this competition would actually I think we should just let these young people loose actually and just explore whatever they want to do. So, to
That's
all
true.
the parents, to all people who are always onto their children's heads, please let them live a life of their own.
Let them become a flower on their own. Let the buds flower themselves.
Very, very true.
So that's a beautiful thought. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Vandita, for being there and for conversing with us today. I'm sure a lot of viewers would be taking a lot of insights. Thank you so much once again to all the viewers as well. Please be connected with us on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. We would see you on with the next episode coming soon. So thank you, Vandita. Have a nice day. Bye bye.